Okay, let's get started. Ooh, okay. The Hobbit. That's a nice one. Alright, so let's pull up The Hobbit. So, right here, we have the video. Okay, so we have it imported, and the first key step to this process for me usually is to strip the audio before I even listen to it. Now, of course, I heard the original audio when I grabbed this little file for The Hobbit. But to be totally honest with you, I did that a long time ago and have since forgotten, and I stripped it back when I acquired the clip, so I do not remember what it exactly sounds like. But obviously, it's the clip of a dragon flying in and breathing fire over a big city, so, you know, it's going to be... We all have a type of kind of vibe and intensity, like a similar vibe and intensity in our minds, I think. So that's kind of what I'm going to try and do. I'm not going to try and do anything too experimental here because, I mean, no ideas come to mind. I totally would try if I could think of anything like special, but I would really just love to nail this vibe. My strategy is usually to do music last because if you just pull the music that you want like immediately, then it's kind of hard to mix around it. In my opinion, I think you should always just get all of your sounds kind of on the board, mix them all together, and then get the music so you can get it to a level that's like acceptable and one that fits in a bit easier. I think it's just easier to find the right music as opposed to making all of your sounds work around music that you've already chosen. So, let's do the sounds. So kind of like the first sound I'm feeling that would be necessary is maybe like a heavy object falling. I don't necessarily think it's required, but I mean, it's such a big dragon that I just think that I want to try for something like that. So just object fall. See what we can find. Yeah, like I expected, they're all the objects actually hitting the ground, not falling. So like wind would probably be like wind gust, maybe. Yeah, I like that. I'm not trying to go too complicated with this. I would always say that if you're able to achieve a satisfying result with 10 audio files instead of 40, I think that that's the superior sound designer. If you're able to achieve an equally or comparably similar result, that achieves the same amount of satisfaction from the client. I think that less is more for most cases. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. So like I'm satisfied with that. And then we can do like get a wing flap. Now that's a good sound. Now that has the low end that a dragon would have. That is good. I like that. Yeah, this file's fun. Like, that was a good file too. I was about to say that, wow, I wasn't expecting to be able to find an actual dragon wing sound. Man. That's just unfortunate. We have 2 wing flaps. Yeah, I kind of like that, but, I mean, it's obviously not done yet, but what I want to do is I want to bounce it. There it is. There. Yeah, so we'll bring it back a little bit, I think. Yeah, and then they're fine right now. I mean, yeah. I completely forgot that I'm gonna have music, so I don't actually need... The wind can actually just completely go away there. So I want like a charge up sound for that right there. I don't really know what I would choose for that. Something like I'm just gonna look up fire and see what happens. See what we get. Yeah, I didn't even need, like, that was crazy. I just looked at it and was like, yeah, that'll work. So it starts like right there. You see what do you see the vision here? And then obviously like we cut it out right here because it's just a charge up. But do you see the vision? Look at this. And then we could just like... Dude, that's like... Dude, that's like perfect. I can... Oh my god. Like, you can use that uncut. Like, that's passable uncut. Oh my god. That... Don't you just love it when stuff works out? So you can change, like, in this case, maybe change it down by change it by going down 3 decibels right when the scene changes. Yeah, I like that. It's not major, but it's noticeable. 3 decibels is about the time where most people can notice a difference in, or like a change in volume. So then I need like another fire thing here. You could do something interesting with that too. So, like I said before, fire on the same track. It's just good practice because it's gonna like, you want all your fire to sound similar with the same effects and such. Unless it's like a vastly different scene, then of course put your fire on a different track. But like, sound that's supposed to behave similarly to each other should be on the same rack, so it has the same kind of vibe. Make this stuff up. It's like unintentionally perfect. But okay, so here's a point that I would like to, like, here's like the conclusion right here. You can see the dip in sound. That's clearly the end of the actual flame being produced, and now it's just like the end. And you see here visually the dragon stops breathing fire, but fire remains for like a beat. So I want to change the ending of it. Now there is a little bit of a clip there. We can just do that. clip's gone. You just overlap them a little bit. They'll auto crossfade into each other. It's perfect. It's beautiful, I would say. Yeah. Do a little fade. Just a mini one. So it's less abrupt. Okay, and I think, here's the thing. This doesn't require as much sound as I thought. Like, genuinely, like, nothing that you typically don't want, like music and ambience and sound effects all three at once. Typically, you have to choose either ambience or music. In this case, what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing, I want you to see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this, like this moment. And it's like so small, but it would take me out of it if there was nothing here. Okay? There's no fire, there's no like major sound effects, because remember, I'm going to put music over the top of this. So it's not going to be empty. It feels empty, but it's not going to be. But still, there's little enough going on that it would take me out of it if there was no sound effect here. But what do? There's no like exasperation. He's just kind of in awe. There's no sound that he could make. There's no like voice acting to do. There's no voice acting to do here, right? I mean, you could, I suppose, he clasps onto the bars. That could be something. I doubt it though. One thing that I want to do is, we've established in the previous shot that there are a bunch of people around. I want to see if I can get like crowd sounds. And again, this is tying into when I said no ambience and music, because we're going to add music. But when there's nothing else going on, I think we can stand for a little bit of yelling in the background. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like music theory. There are rules, but you can break those rules if it makes sense. So that's what we're doing here.
Holy! Holy shit!
I don't love this sound, but again, it needs to be like quiet, or it doesn't need to be loud, rather. So we could introduce it like right here, but like really quiet. Yeah, actually, I actually really like that. We can just like that, there, and then fade it out. Okay. And we'll just fade it in a little bit there. Dude, okay. The scream is kind of perfect because it's right as the fire goes on. It's okay. I gotta stop looking at it over and over again. We're just gonna watch it in full. Save it. Please don't crash again. Please don't crash again. Okay. We've done it. We've done it. Now let's listen to the whole thing. Y'all, I think we've got something here. Now, of course, it sounds a lot empty, but again, for sure, probably EQ it too, but I want to see how far the pitch can get me just by itself. Not very far, right? Let's do an absurd amount. Actually. No. Bring it back down to 0. Bring the pitch shifter down. Always EQ first. Always put the EQ first on the rack. I mean, unless you don't want to, then don't. Just a high shelf. Or a, low shelf. You know what I mean. I like it. What's the level? Levels? I think it's pretty loud. We'll be able to fix that a little bit more. I don't really think. Yeah. So at the beginning of a clip, it's sometimes jarring. Not sometimes. Most of the time, it's jarring if you just immediately jump into it, jump into the sound and like the clip as well. So we're just going to do like a little fade in. It's nothing major, but it's enough. Okay, cool. So let's right click. Let's go to tracks. Let's delete empty tracks. So this is kind of like what we're looking at here. It's a pretty small project, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. We're going to add a 5th because there's going to be music too. But I usually put music on top for me. That's what makes sense to me. No, do not dock. Undock. That's how you fix that. Oh my god, it did it again. Now we're good. Am I like right-clicking accidentally? What's going on here? Oh, I see what I was doing. Okay. Okay. So let's add the music. See if we can find music. If we can't, at this point I really want to find music. So cancel. Genres. Cinematic. Heck yeah, man. Nope, not genres again. No. I'm good. Moods. Show me moods. What are we looking at? Epic? Absolutely. What do we think? Something a bit faster. 79 is way too slow. 118, 150? No. You know, we can sort by tempo, can't we? Yes, we can. Like, I fear... Oh, no, we're good. How high up can I go? 218 is a good selection. Okay, so this is definitely the... So it kind of already... I might do a lazy fade out. Let's see. Let's see how this sounds just by itself. Okay. Okay. We're back. I mean, yeah. It doesn't need to be, like, extraordinary, I suppose. Is there, like, a better part at the end? I would argue no. I would argue for the purposes of this, no. Lazy fade out it is. Okay, now we master it. But also, the yelling's too quiet now. Okay, now we mix. Or now we master. I'm tired. Yeah. That's definitely the issue. It's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. That's definitely not the issue. Probably open it up a little bit more. Studio reverb. Again, it's the laziest of reverbs, but it's also the least intensive. Just want to see how it sounds. Something not too dramatic. No early reflections. We're in a big open space. I don't want early reflections. Biggest room. I mean, yeah, a little bit of damping, a lot of bit of diffusion. Leave everything else alone. You thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, I am. It's bus time. Cause I don't want to deal with that. I'm losing my mind. I don't know. I feel like the reverb just took away from the music a little bit on that one. I don't think the music needs reverb in this instance, like at all. I don't know. I just felt like it messed everything up for me. Okay, reverb. Let's do not a lazy reverb. Maybe that was a bad omen. Maybe I should have done. Perhaps I should have done a real reverb. Okay. Yeah, that's what it does. It cuts out sometimes. That's the pain of using a real reverb. It cuts out sometimes. Sometimes the computer or Audition or something, some part of the processing cannot handle it. I welcome you to tell me what this exactly does. I just think it sounds better sometimes. I think it makes it sound worse in this instance. No. Turn transport off, please. Video. Okay. We're not going to use it. I'm going to use compression, though. Morally, I can't get rid of the actual video. Like, I'm a child. I need to see cool dragons while doing my project. Otherwise, it's just looking at a screen. The best like preset is broadcast to me. I need to pan that up sooner. Let's just make it linear. When you make it linear, that's actually more natural to the ear than this. Linear is just... You see, that sounds better than this. Like, that's abrupt. It's still loud right there. When you do it like that, it's just... It makes more sense to the ear when you have a linear fade out instead of just the... what's it called? Just the... Shoot. It's been a while since I took math. Exponential decrease. Fade out. So, yeah. All right. We have the compressor. Okay. We're just going to bring the mix down by like 1 decibel. Nope, not up by 1 decibel. Down by 1 decibel. And the reverb sounds fine too. Okay, so the last thing, just make sure I'm trying to make sure I don't look stupid here. Yeah, so I don't need to... There's a brick wall limiter, so there's a limiter built into this compressor, so I don't need to do anything there. Yeah, that's the project. All right. We're going to listen to it one last time. We're going to listen to it one final time. Track count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. Well, 4 sound effect tracks, 1 music track, and 1 bus. Read it and weep, folks. That's a pretty good number. Let's watch it one more time. Yeah. Control S, and that's it. That is the project. Thank you for watching.